Hello. What's up, everybody? What's up, Rasta? $10. JR, Enkthar, Cassie, Heroes and Diamonds, Salino, Tyler. Hope everybody's doing good on this Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. Fire Rider, thank you for the Prime 5 months. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much for the support. Less money for Jeff. More money for me. Fire Rider, you will be remembered. There we go. We already went through all the catchphrases of the day. Beautiful. Love that. Yeah, we have a new emote. Dan M. Yeah, there's 3 A's. I thought that was the most obvious number. But, you know. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what to go with. I consulted with $10. Not that I'm blaming him for the name. I'm just saying. I think it's a good one. That was my first choice too, as far as names go. Hubs, thank you for the tier 1, 45 months. Appreciate you. That's a very long running streak. Thank you, thank you. Stuffed Tiger Hubs, you will be remembered. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, good emote, I think it fits the sort of new brand of emote, like animated emote we have, which I'm very happy with. And what a memorable moment. I actually watched the clip again yesterday, and that was very fun. Loved it. Let me go back to I'll go back to your message in a sec, Saladino. What's up, Clipturn? What's up, Seraphin? Good evening. Finally finished all the Blueprints VODs. What point you were talking about maybe streaming Myst and Riven remakes one day. My favorite games, would love you to see you stream them, especially with your playstyle. On the shorter side, would be perfect in between longer playthroughs. Yeah, no, okay, listen. Things that are on the shorter side to be perfect between playthroughs, I've learned my lesson several times. I understand what you mean. There are definitely shorter games than Blueprints. I get that. I'm always surprised by how long games can last with me. This game we're playing right now, suppose like when the game came out, I think I saw an article saying that it was like a 15-hour thing, like a 10 to 15-hour thing, and I was like, oh, that's not gonna take too long. And now I'm on a whole journey with, you know, not only this playthrough, but like most likely free solo attempts after that. So I'm trying to be careful. But yes, Myst and Riven, I think those games I would love to play. Which made me think I was speaking of games, you know, that I would like to play. Of course, I still want to play Dispatch after CAIRN. Silk Songs in the pipeline. We need to return to Elden Ring one day. We need to do Disco Elysium Part 2. Well, Part 2. Second playthrough, which is going to be amazing, I'm pretty sure. There's so many of those, like, new investigation games that I'm really interested in. It seems like there's a trend of like investigative games coming out. There's a bunch of them maybe I would like to play at some point. And yeah, I mean, it's I've here's something you wouldn't expect. I've been playing Starfield off stream a little bit. And I don't know, when the game came out, obviously the reviews were pretty negative. I was myself pretty negative before the game came out. Because, you know, I don't believe Todd Howard's lies anymore. But the other day I was watching a very long interview with Todd Howard. And for some reason the guy won me over. Obviously, you know, I still am not a fan of his games and the way he presents games and the way he oversells them every time and all that stuff. But the dude's actually kind of cool. He's a very passionate guy. You know, he really loves video games. I'm sure he's in a position right now where he has to make a lot of decisions that, you know, are influenced by other factors than just his love for video games. Of course, when you get into such a position, you kind of have to, right? You want to keep your job. But he's a really passionate guy. He really knows his video games. He's really into them. And that kind of, you know, that kind of made him likable to me. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to give Starfield a try. Why not? It's free on Game Pass, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know the deal. It's actually pretty good. I was talking, I was trying to explain to Naz the other day, the immersion breaking stuff in Starfield that a lot of people complain about is true. Right? So many loading screens, so many, like, the gameplay is interrupted all the time, which kind of breaks that immersion of space exploration, that feeling of adventure, right? That is so good in a game like CAIRN, for instance. That sense of adventure that I like so much and I talk about so much. And all that immersion that I loved in Cyberpunk, for instance, right? Very much not really present here with Starfield, or present, yes, when you're in an area and like when you explore like the capital city at the beginning of the game. Holy fuck, that shit is enormous and it's so like immersive and great. And when you're in an area and you explore the area, everything's fine. It's just like the transition between those situations is very immersion breaking. But I was telling Naz, like, if that game actually had smooth Cyberpunk style maintained first person immersion all the time, it would be the greatest Bethesda game of all time. It would be the best game they've ever made. Because every time you're in a specific scenario, in an area, on a quest, on a specific thing, and you're not being interrupted by those things, and your immersion's not being broken and all that, it plays amazingly. It looks amazing, plays amazing. They've done a really good job. Like, artistically, it's a very impressive game. Like the, you know, like the visuals and the style of the game, and looks like that, you know, it's a vision of space and sci-fi that I really like. That sort of like 70s, you know, retro futuristic type thing they have going, like Alien kind of vibe. I love that. So yeah, if you actually could take off from planets, land on planets, all like smoothly and seamlessly, and actually explore the systems and just go on a random planet and really like feel like you're exploring naturally, that shit would be insane. Like, it would really be a fucking great game. It could be one of my favorite space games ever, which I don't know what my favorite space game is currently. It's probably Elite Dangerous is the greatest feeling of like space presence I've felt ever. It's a lot of ifs, Cassie. Yes. Which again reminds me of that TikTok series. I mentioned it yesterday. You guys know which one I'm talking about, with those two I think they're from Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, those two Nigerian podcasters. And they have this thing. I don't know them very much. I've just seen one series of videos that they have that always starts with one of the guys going like, if, and then he says like some outlandish comment, which some of them are pretty funny. I don't remember which which one. I saw one the other day that I thought was really fun, really funny. Anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah. But yeah, Elite Dangerous, you know, what I love about the space games and video games in general is, again, something we've talked about with CAIRN, is what is it called again? Hold on. The sense of place. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry about that. The sense of place. That sort of like that feeling that something you're exploring in a game, in the context of gaming, that feeling that exploring the location in a game is real, right? A great example of that is World of Warcraft. A lot of people who grew up playing World of Warcraft, or who played World of Warcraft when it first came out, will know what this is, that sense of place, because that's the thing that felt so insane with WoW compared to almost every other MMO before that, right? It felt like a real fucking place that you were exploring. You understood the space around you. It felt like a real location. Like even if you haven't, like me, you haven't played WoW in over 15 years, you remember the places where you were. You think about Ironforge or Orgrimmar, and you're like, oh yeah, no, that, you know, that location feels real to me. Sense of place. Something that's very underrated in gaming, I think. And something a game like CAIRN does extremely well. A game like Cyberpunk does extremely well, right? With the CD and everything. Something Starfield doesn't do very well, unfortunately. Outside of, again, like isolated location. I already feel like the capital has a really good sense of place. But even then, it's not on the level of Cyberpunk, because there's so many loading screens, so many interruptions. And Elite Dangerous, for me, you know, obviously it has loading screens, but they're hidden, you know, in a clever way, which is, I feel what Starfield should have done is maintain that first-person immersion and give, you know, first-person transitions. They can be pre-rendered and, you know, play the same every time, but, you know, it would be so much better. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. What's up, Sokoman? Just the you know, if I don't know. But yeah, all this to say that for me, like, when it comes to space, Elite Dangerous is a game that really did sense of place really well. Especially when I played it in VR, that shit was insane. Obviously, you know, Clip, you mentioned Outer Wilds. Yeah, I think Outer Wilds is a bit different, right? I don't... No, I actually... You know what? It qualifies. Yes. Outer Wilds, perfect sense of place, great sense of adventure, and obviously a space game. Not quite what I had in mind. I was thinking about like a more realistic sort of space thing. You know, our real sort of galaxy, except sci-fi, right? Obviously, Outer Wilds is very different, but... Anyway. Who replaced Daniel with an actor? No, that's me. That's me. But yeah, so I was playing Starfield a little bit, you know, and I quite enjoyed my time with it. And at some point, towards the beginning, when I was starting to get into it, I was like, should I keep that for streaming? And then I was like, you know what? No, if I was... Because, you know, we've tried Fallout 4 and great immersion at first, and then... I feel like if I'm playing... If I were to stream Starfield, I would never finish it. It would be another one of those games where I get into it for like 2 weeks, and then, you know, the shine starts to wear off. If I were to stream a Bethesda game in the near future again, I think it would be New Vegas. I notoriously have bad things to say about New Vegas, but I've never played very much of it. I very quickly bounced off the first time I tried it. So, you know, people keep saying the game's amazing. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I just didn't give it a proper chance. If I were to play, well, I know it's not a Bethesda game, it's Obsidian, but, you know, if I was to play one of those games, like a Scrolls-like, as people like to call them these days, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, No Man's Sky, I mean, Elite Dangerous, and I haven't played Elite Dangerous in a long time. I think you have, like, surface exploration now, which wasn't the case when I was playing it. Maybe I should return to it at some point. Yeah. No Man's Sky was fine. I liked it. It was okay. I mean, I played it very recently, like last year. So it was a, you know, a much more complete version of the game compared to when it came out. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So I was thinking, you know, Starfield, probably not a streaming game. But it made me think, I want to play something, quote-unquote, like Cyberpunk again on stream. Like a sort of first-person immersive RPG and yada yada. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I'm not sure where I could go from there. Because I can't play a Bethesda... Like, Cyberpunk was such a wild exception for me being able to complete it. It's the only massive open world game that I finished on stream, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure it will remain so. I mean, I'll finish Elden Ring eventually, but I don't think it's quite the same, right? I think, you know what I mean when I say like Elden Ring and it is not quite the same open world as those more Ubisoft-esque games. I hate to use that adjective, but you get what I mean, I'm sure. But I think Cyberpunk, why Cyberpunk worked is that as soon as I started struggling with the open world nature of the game and I was kind of done with all the random side quests and stuff, I could focus on the story, and the story was an absolute masterpiece, like a banger of a story. I wouldn't say masterpiece, but it was a really good story, which a lot of open world games fail to do. We were talking about that on Naz's channel the other day because he's playing Fallout 4. So many of those Bethesda games would be better if they didn't pretend to have a main story. Hear me out. Imagine an open world game Bethesda style that doesn't even try to have a main story. It just throws you in a world and you have a bunch of smaller scale stories. Some of them could be a little bit intertwined, and there maybe could be like a very, you know, faint general thing happening in the world. But imagine if the focus, instead of a main story, was on smaller scale stories in that world, like movies, you know, movie size stuff, or a little bit of a series. You could have a series of quests that takes you over the world, but small scale, smaller scale, more, you know, focused. And you have a bunch of them, and you can live free in that world. And you can really, you don't have to pretend that, you know, oh, I'm on this urgent main quest to find my kid or my dad or whatever the next Bethesda game is gonna do. But you get, you know, distracted by random bullshit along the way, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's a gigantic narrative dissonance there. You remove that. You remove the main quest and just a bunch of smaller scale quests. How amazing would that be? And you can just live in that world and you can do whatever. I think it would literally make those games better, and I think it's something that open world games have never done. I haven't seen an open world game that does that. And it kind of blows my mind. Because I think there's a really cool concept there. I think there's a really interesting approach to open world. Just remove the main story. I don't know. Am I fooling myself? Is that... I understand that you need to get something to get the player inside, but make them start the game with a short quest. Something that just introduces you into the world and then leaves you up to your shenanigans. Right? And you can do whatever you want after that. Without having like a major overarching main quest. I don't know. I think when an open world decides to do this and really embraces that, I think it's gonna be a banger. Quote me when that happens. What's up, Switz? What's up, Colette? How are you enjoying this journey so far? This one? Oh, it's amazing. This CAIRN's one of the best games I've ever played. But yeah, I don't know, I was trying to, like, Outward maybe does a little bit of that. No real overarching main quest, and more like a collection of smaller stuff. But that's not really quite what I'm thinking about, I don't think. Yeah. But so, going back to, you know, Cyberpunk and all that, and I was thinking, like, I want to stream, like, a first-person immersive game again. And so it got me thinking about Deus Ex Human Revolution. It got me thinking about Dishonored. I really think I need to play those games on stream. one of these days. I keep hearing amazing things about Dishonored. Apparently, even the second game's even better. So yeah, I should get to those games eventually. I also want to play Subnautica Below Zero. I don't know what's happening with Subnautica 2. I think it's in a bit of a, you know, it's in a bit of a development hell right now, as far as I can tell, with the publisher situation and all that. But I think I want to play Below Zero. Yeah, Dishonored. And also, playing Starfield made me think I really want to play Mass Effect Legendary Edition on stream. It's been 15 years since I've seen a Mass Effect game. I don't remember very much about it. In fact, I remember almost nothing about it. I have a few, like, vague memories. You know, I sort of remember the global journey of, like, the story, right? But really just, like, the very greater, like, I remember the threat, and I remember that, you know, obviously over the course of the story we defeat them, I think. But I don't remember at all how it, you know, unfolds, and it's been so long. It's been such a long time. Yeah, White Wolf, I'm actually quite excited. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but one day. But yeah, Dishonored, you know, we'll see. Plenty of games that I want to play in the near-ish future. Let me go back to Saladino's message. Just watching yesterday's VOD, keep checking your online, couldn't see anything in my mobile app. Restart the app for a live stream to show? What the fuck? That is so weird, Saladino. I don't know what Twitch is doing these days. But I'm also having an increasing amount of technical issues on that website. Which, frankly, I'm not gonna lie, I think are related to ads. I think it's because I have an ad blocker, and I'm pretty sure it just creates a whole situation. Will we return to Baldur's Gate 3 as a man whore? That's still something I you know, I'm interested in doing, JR. Amy USB gifting a tier 1 sub to the channel? Is that a mistake? I mean, did you misclick something? Emily? That seems so out of nowhere that I'm like doubting the you know, the legitimacy of Emmy's gift sub. Thank you, Emmy. You have to click multiple buttons. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 7 total gifted subs. And Knickknack apparently is getting one. Random person. You could have gifted a sub to White Wolf right there, who doesn't have one. Or, you know, Switz or JR. No, random person we've never heard of. Knickknack, thank you so much for lurking, I assume. Maybe not. You will be remembered. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Emmy, for gifting a sub to White Wolf. I guess guilting people works. That's what I've learned today. Just have to guilt people into giving you money. I'm actually... It's funny that just saying that makes me think about... I'm not gonna name names, but there's been a few relatively big streamers making the quote-unquote streaming news lately because they were complaining about their community not giving them enough money. I think is very... You know, they're already millionaires. Like, we're not talking about, like, small streamers. We're talking about, like, millionaires. Which I think is... They could literally stop streaming now and not get any more Twitch revenue, and they would be fine. Because they have obviously very smartly invested their revenue, their money they got from Twitch over the years into, you know, like, other businesses and diversifying and all that. So they could be totally fine without, you know, the poor people giving them more money. Which is really what it is at the end of the day, right? It's poor people giving more money to millionaires. But hey, I mean, listen, I understand. I get it. You know, it is what it is. I feel like, you know, obviously I can't speak, you know, I don't want to speak out of context because I don't know. But I really think and hope that if one day I were, it's never gonna happen, but if one day I were to make it huge on Twitch, and I suddenly have made so much money and was able to reinvest it in other like businesses and, you know, diversified investments and all that, to an extent that it literally makes me enough money. I really wish I will be smart enough to disable my subscribe button. Button. Not take any more donations, disable all the monetization on Twitch, and just stream for the you know, for the fun of it. Although I guess that prevents people from subscribing to not see the ads anymore, which is a bit of a problem. You can just direct... Yeah, you know what? $10? Exactly. That's what I'll do. If I get to that position one day, all the Twitch revenue would go to the mods. There you go. That would be the plan. I think that's great. I think that's fantastic. Yep. That's my plan. If that ever happens. It will never, but you know. Or charity, yeah, another great plan. Exactly, Colette. I like that. Yeah. Anything that's on the other end of the spectrum of like publicly complaining about, oh wow, you guys are not supporting me in the way you used to when you're already a millionaire. I don't know. You know, I guess money changes people. I can't speak from experience there. Anyway, let me go back. What happened? Okay, Emmy gifted us up to White Wolf. Thank you, Emmy USB, for the gifts up to White Wolf. White Wolf, you will be remembered. $10 gifted one to Neutral as Switz and JR. Thank you, $10. And Switz and JR, you both will be remembered. And $10 also gifted it. It's up to Emmy USB, who apparently didn't have one. See, okay, I don't want to... I just said, you know, don't complain. No. Listen. This could have been an extra PP if Emmy just got a sub for herself, right? Instead, no, I'm getting robbed of a PP. Emmy can continue her sub and add to Daniel's PP. Oh, that's a thing you can do. That's true. My PP is doing fine. I mean, we're in that sort of... I think this month is probably... We've been very stable during Blueprints. We're above halfway through the next tier, but not quite as high as I would like before we actually make a push for that next year. I think now that we've left Blueprints, it's probably gonna dive a little bit, but you know, we're doing fine. We're in that middle area where it doesn't really matter, you know. Zia, thank you for the tier 1 19 months. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. Zia, the tabby cat, you will be remembered. But yeah, back to Twitch. Apparently they're experimenting with a new way of doing ads, which is when viewers pause the stream. Which, when I read it, I was like, hold on, who pauses the stream? I legitimately never... I don't think I've ever paused the stream intentionally outside of trying to if there's a delay and I'm trying to like pause play, right, to catch up with the stream, that's the only scenario where I'm doing it. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're gonna... Okay, tinfoil hat conspiracy time. What if they've analyzed their metrics and they realize that so many people pause play because of the delays that happen on Twitch, and that's why they're trying to put ads there? because it's gonna catch everyone when you're trying to, like, you know, catch up with the stream. Bam, you get served an ad. Oh. Cosplay already triggered ad for. Okay, that will happen on a channel that has pre-rolls, I guess, Shepard. Which, you know, I've switched my stance on that. No more pre-rolls on this channel. We get the hourly ads. And I'm really grateful, by the way. I want to say I'm really grateful that nobody ever mentions them in chat. Like, I noticed that happening on others' channel all the time, like people complaining about the ads playing. On this channel, I don't think I've seen it once. I literally, since I turned on the ads, I don't remember anyone saying like, oh shit, ads, blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, obviously it's annoying. If I could, I wouldn't play any ads. But it's even more annoying when people bring it up in chat and it becomes this whole thing, right? Like, yes, sorry, you have to watch ads. You know, there's nothing we can do about that. If we don't talk about them, at least we can, you know, we can be happy and pretend they don't exist. Or at least I can. Which, you know, I'm sorry to say. I know it's a very rude thing to say, but my mental state actually matters a little bit on my channel. Because if I get miserable, you know, this whole thing sort of goes to shit, right? So... You play slow enough that we don't miss much in ads. Yeah, I should time, you know, the important parts of the gameplay with the ads to drive more revenue and growth. You know, to scale this channel to a sustainable position. Am I nailing my corpo speak right now or not? Which actually brings me to since we're talking about all that, a lot of weird corpo news yesterday. Remedy Software, new CEO coming in. I think he's a dude that worked at EA, who said he wanted to... How did he phrase it? Scale the company to a sustainable... The actual phrasing of it gave me the ick a little bit, as they say. Scale Remedy in a way that builds lasting value. Scale the company in a way that builds lasting value. Am I the only one who has, like, red flags all over the place when I hear that? Remedy is the Alan Wake guys. Control guys, right? Yeah. Apparently Sam Lake, you know, published a statement that said that they were excited to work with him, and, you know, this person understood that they want to make great games and yada yada, and they respect, like, the culture at Remedy. So maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it's not that bad. But for me, that corpo speak was like, oh god, they're like the studio's getting wrecked. They're gonna get gutted. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe, hey, let's not have a knee-jerk reaction, right, Goose? Let's try to not have a knee-jerk reaction. I'm with you, to be fair. But I'm just, you know, let's be positive and see what happens. Has meaningless talk value, so unspecific. Yeah, but for me, when I hear, like, scale the company to create lasting value, to me it's like, we need to cut on the expenses. But you're right, Hubs. If we're being completely... If we try to be completely neutral in the face of late-stage capitalism, you are correct. It doesn't mean anything. He's just doing the job. And listen, I'm not blaming him, the guy. I'm just like, you know, it's the situation that I find. It's the same thing. The next thing I was going to talk about was the Riot situation. I don't know if you saw, but Riot Games cutting the 2XKO team by half because the game's not gaining the momentum they were expecting. Okay, listen, I play Riot Games. Well, I play League of Legends almost every day. I love fighting games. I didn't know that game was out of early access. So clearly they've done something wrong, marketing-wise. Because I'm literally the target audience in their space. I'm already in their you know, sort of environment. And I didn't know the game was out of early access. Last I knew, I got a beta key for it. I didn't like it too much. But, you know, I'm in their client almost every day. Like, so yeah, anyway. So they're scaling down the team, yada yada, and, you know. Which, you know, I don't blame the company for doing that. You know, they're not a charity. I get that they're trying to, you know, I understand that everyone's trying to do their job, and some of those people, their job is to make more money, right? So I understand. It's just the situation makes me sad. Because it feels like the industry is in a lot of ways struggling. Like, we don't hear a lot of good news these days, I feel, about the industry as a whole, right? It's just people being cut everywhere, and companies going under, games being cancelled. And I'm just worried that, you know, and I'm not worried about the AAA games going under and all that. I don't, you know, I don't fucking, you know, those are not the ones that I'm sad about. But I always say the same thing. If the money leaves the industry, we're gonna lose all the cool indie games, like the one we're playing right now, right? Because it's only when there's so much money in the whole industry that games like these, like those indie projects, can survive, can thrive, because there's enough money in the space that smaller investors, smaller publishers can go for those things and still have enough money to make it, right? There's enough people playing, there's enough growth, yada yada. Once you start cutting the head at the top, the little ones suffer a lot too, you know. So yeah, I'm a little worried about the long-term direction of the industry. We'll see. We'll see. Did you see that Super Bowl ad for Ring cameras, which are adding some features where they analyze everyone's camera footage with AI to find pets? And find pets? I did not see that. I feel like I wouldn't want my any sort of camera device to have AI online features of any kind. I do have a phone, so, you know, I'm already fucked, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's always, I would, you know, video games could literally, you could stop producing video games right now. The world as a whole could stop producing video games, Glegor, and I would be fine until the end of my days, just with the backlog. That's not the issue though, right? I want the medium to keep being pushed forward. That's a blast straw. Oh no, we're not even close. We're just having a conversation before I get in there. Here's where we are. Not much further than last time you were here, I would assume. There we go. Like I'm painting something. Okay. I just had a thought. Someone definitely drew a dick with that, right? At some point already. If that hasn't been done yet, it will be done at some point. Someone's gonna draw a dick on this map. It's gonna happen. I used to have a Ring doorbell, got rid of it. Pushing for a camera in the house, no way. No. Which are not online, no Wi-Fi or internet. Yeah, I mean, I've never been worried about... Listen, I've never been worried about the stuff like webcams on my computers, for instance. You know, the people who put like a little sticker on their camera? Never been one of those guys. You know, if it makes you feel better, awesome, right? I totally get it. If it makes you feel safer, that's great. Me personally, I never thought... You know, my thought process is always the same. It's like, who wants to hack me? Like, if you want to hack me and see me jack off on, you know, while I'm watching Pornhub on my laptop, whatever the fuck, do whatever makes you feel good, I guess. You know, if I can make a free show for you, I'm not saying that's something I do, but I'm just saying, you know, whatever, right? I don't care. I'm a little more worried now these days because of the AI component, right? Like the fact that information can be collected by the corporations automatically and triaged and you know, that I'm not sure, like morally speaking, ethically speaking, I'm not a big fan. But I don't know. I haven't seen any evidence of that being the case. You know, you always talk about the, yeah, our phones are listening to us, and if you mention something, suddenly you get ads for it. I don't know if I fully believe in that, right? I have never seen like hard evidence that it works that way. Anecdotal stuff, of course, but it could also be related to like the searches you do or whatever, right? I don't know. I was okay. One thing I noticed yesterday, but that makes a lot of sense. I was searching for something on Google, and then I got a video on YouTube randomly suggested on the same topic. Makes sense. Same company, right? Different scenario, of course. But yeah, I'm yet to find hard evidence that saying something in your phone's microphone is gonna lead to specific searches on your Google or whatever, right? I'm not saying they're you know, I'm not saying this is not what's happening, but I haven't found any hard evidence of it yet. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like people would have, those tech wizards that literally put phones apart and analyze every line of code there's in there, would have, you know, probably would have found something. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm too naive for this world. Not sure. Friend was talking about AAA studios considering the low number of purchases on launch, game being bad instead of what it actually is, people being priced out. Yeah, I mean, especially these days, right? Yeah, exactly. The rent and grocery. I was talking about that with Captain Dax yesterday. It's a really fucking hard market right now. No wonder the industry is struggling. Imagine coming out with another hero shooter. I'm not targeting High Guard specifically or Marathon or whatever, but imagine coming out with a new hero shooter, which is a market that's already super saturated, or any online service game, and try to sell that to people right now in you know, in a context where people struggle to get groceries and rent and all that stuff. Exactly, Zia, right? It's just not a good time for anyone. It is what it is. If people are gonna cut something out of their expenses, there's a good chance subscriptions to video games are gonna, you know, get cut early. Right, $10, that's different. I agree with that. I think that's fair. You haven't watched the Snowden movie? No, I have not. I don't have much of an opinion on that. I'm not. I don't know enough about Edward Snowden and the situation to have a real opinion on that. But I think there's a difference between massive surveillance programs and your phone listening to you randomly when it's on your table to advertise to you better. I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm just saying there's a difference. Yes, Wits. Indie games prove that a good, reasonably priced game can be successful on launch. Yeah, but I think Switz makes a good point, right? That an indie company doesn't have the same overhead than obviously a AAA studio with hundreds of people. So they can afford to, you know, price things lower. I don't know. Because like obviously for a AAA studio, if you price your game too low, you know, like the difference. If it's a success, it doesn't matter. But if it's a failure, having priced it too low could be the difference between, well, shit, you know, we're gonna lose money on this one, and oh yeah, we have to close down like 5 studios. For a publisher, that can be a, you know, pretty big difference. But right, $10, yeah. Can fire the CEO, stop being traded on the stock market, and be fine? Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I think the problem here is like growth goes one way, and it's hard to scale down on everything, right? I think this is I'm not saying they shouldn't. Obviously, you know my posture on corps and big publishers and all that shit. Obviously, I'm just saying I don't think it's that easy to just, you know. And I'm not saying that's what you said. I'm just trying to, you know, see the sort of like the context around those situations. Like even if you wanted to scale down a company, I don't know if that's something you can really do at some point. You have like a, how do they call that? Fiduciary responsibility, you know, once there's big investments and all that shit. What's up, Macaron? But yeah, anyway, enough about what other gaming news. Oh yeah, the Until Dawn and the Query devs released a new trailer for Directive 8020, I think, which seems to be a space game. So I'm super excited, like space horror type situation. I haven't played the Query yet, which is something I need to do. But yeah, this new one looks. I've seen a couple of seconds of the trailer. It seems nice. I agree, Zia. Yeah. Also, I think speaking of new releases, Replaced. I don't know if you guys remember. I think we talked about it at some point, or we saw a trailer at some point on like an award show. Replaced, cyberpunk style platformer, 2D platformer, has a demo coming out tomorrow. I'm not sure. It looks really cool. Visually looks awesome. And the demo, the announcement of the demo coming out is kind of making the waves. So I don't know. This one could be cool. What's up, Facehugger? Still playing Elden Ring? I heard a rumor that David Cage might be working on something new. I thought they were doing that new Star Wars game. The Star Wars narrative game. I heard a rumor that From Software is working on a mech game, but that's not Armored Core. Like a mech Souls-like. Which, I don't know exactly what that means. But apparently it's a thing that Miyazaki has been wanting to do for a long time. And apparently there's rumors that he's working on that now. You know, if you ask me, exciting. I don't hate that idea. No. And other than that, State of Play, 2 days. I'm not sure what we're gonna hear about. There's rumors for Devil May Cry 6 apparently. I'm not particularly excited for. But I wanna, I was gonna say, Shepard, I think there's gonna be some stuff about Seros because it's coming out in 2 months, right? And Seros is a weird one for me, because hear me out. I really loved Returnal, as you guys know. And There's a part of me that kind of wants to play Ceros around release, which, you know, obviously I've experimented with that with CAIRN, and I can see the downsides of doing that. So many people in the community are like, oh, I can't really watch because I want to, you know, play this one. And so playing on release is always kind of strange for me, but maybe there's a thing that I could do, which is waiting like a few weeks and then get into it. Or I could wait a whole year and then get into it. But I don't know, there's a part of me that kind of wants to jump on Ceros as soon as possible, because I loved Returnal so much, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to wait. And it could be really cool if there's a lot of like interesting secrets and all that. Okay, Gats and Guts. I forgive you this once, because we laughed about it earlier, and I'm sure that's why you're making a reference, but... You've ruined a perfectly good streak for no reason. Yeah, Shepard, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe, yeah, I mean, listen, at that point we'll probably be in Silksong, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to wait anyway. But yeah. We'll see, we'll see. I'm very excited for Ceros though. I think it's gonna be a banger. That's about it. That's all the gaming news I had to talk about today. I have more things that I want to talk about, but I'm not sure I want to talk about them in the open yet. All I'll say is I had an idea yesterday for a short form videos series that I think, if I do it well, could really be a banger on like TikTok, Shorts, all of that. It fits sort of, you know, my sort of like it doesn't require me to do anything I don't, you know, I wouldn't typically do. It's very me, I feel. And at the same time, I feel like it's something that could have some good potential for, you know, for like exposure, while at the same time being kind of interesting to do. So I don't know, but I'm not ready to talk about the idea yet. I don't think. I need to workshop it a little bit more and come up with like a precise format. Maybe do like an experimental. Do an attempt, like a, you know, like a first sample or two of the format, see how it works. I think it could be cool. I think it could be cool. I just need to figure out how to do the whole thing. Like, I need software. I need a, you know, an editing software that is free, preferably, and works. I'm sure it exists in this day and age. Like, everyone's doing fucking editing for TikTok on their phones or whatever. So I'm sure there's good stuff out there. I just need to find it and figure the whole thing out. Because it needs, if I'm gonna do it, and I really want to, like, for once, it's something that I'm like, oh shit, I really want to do it. It's not just an idea that I'm like, whatever. It'll be in the drawer of ideas I'll never do, you know? And I would have gotten me rich. No, this one I really want to do. I think it's really cool. I just need to find a workflow that allows me to do those videos very fast. Like, it needs to be something that doesn't take me too much time, like not more than a couple hours per video, if that. We'll see. Yeah, a couple hours per videos, do like 2 a week or something. That'd be nice, I think. But I mean, preferably with those algorithms, you want to release videos every day, right? So I would maybe have to, I don't know. I definitely don't think I have enough. I think it's scalable and it has good potential for like continuation, but I don't think it's something I could make a video every day. It would be a little rough. I'm sure you mean batches with like TCH, but that doesn't change the problem. But anyway, Obviously, you can't know exactly what I'm talking about if I'm not talking about it. Oh. Alright, 49 falls, 0 death. Let's keep that up. Okay, today we climb. Yesterday we didn't climb very much. Okay, let's hide in there for a sec. I'm losing precious seconds on my grit and temperature and all that. Okay, so the weather apparently is gonna get a little better. My bag feels extremely empty, which is both feels good and worrying. It's not actually that empty, but we're starting to get low on food-ish, right? A little bit of soup left. We have honey of course, but that's not gonna last us extremely long. And we're getting low on pittance, which that's another problem we have to address eventually. But yeah, we'll see if I get around to do that series of videos. Maybe if I get to do a sample, maybe I'll share them on like the Discord first to get a couple of opinions, and before I throw it out in the, you know. Throw it out there. We'll see. Fingers looking good. We just retaped. Alright, I think... Oh yeah, we need to go back to the... We need to quickly go back to the bear cave up here. And just grab what's in the bag on the side of it. There's food, I think. Yeah, I don't want to bother the bear. I just want to grab what's in the bag. Yeah, it's still watching over its cave. Sorry, I'm not here to bother you. I just want to grab what's in there. Yeah, I'll do that. And we'll sort it out later. Wasn't there something here, maybe? Oh, yeah, there were animal bones. Obviously, also another sign of the bear, right? The animal bones are probably another victim. Penkira. Okay, we're gonna get this here. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna need all those painkillers, but it's one of those things, right? You, it's like medical insurance. I don't know if you guys had the same experience when you were younger, but you're like, what do I need a health insurance for? I'm never sick. And then you see your parents go through needing it, and then you get older, and you're like, hey, you know what? Actually, health insurance is not that bad. Maybe I'm okay to pay for it. I feel the same about that medicine in my bag. I'm like, I'm never needing that. And then the one day I'm gonna have a bad fall, and I'll be glad they're here. Social security here. Well, in Switzerland we have, you know, everything's great in terms of like insurance and all that, but you still have health insurance, right? You still need to pay for it and all that. Was there... I can't remember if there was more... Wait, I can't pick up the bag? There we go. I can't remember if I left food behind at that camp there. So there's a box. I think I took everything that was in the box, but I'm not sure. I mean, maybe... What's the... We climbed this, right? Yeah. We climbed that wall. Dude, hold on. There's a whole thing up here. Yeah, there's a backpack and everything. Before we proceed towards this, which I'm assuming is the next step of the journey, I kind of want to go up here. Is that gonna be like, do I have to oh my god, dude, this looks scary as all hell. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be like an interior climb up to those other ruins up here, or if this looks terrifying. But I think we do want to go up here. I'm just not sure if I climb here and then I can go there and then I climb this, the crack there. Oh man, this is a little scary. Should work though. Yeah, it should work. I mean, let's climb this wall to start. That's the way forward, regardless of what we choose to do later. All right, first climb of the day. Let's be safe, be present, do it well. We don't want to die. We really want to complete this game without dying. That'd be great. No, you know what? I really want the other leg to be up. Yes, why would you not push that leg first? Oh boy. Already slipping a little bit. Let's be a little more patient, a little more calculated. The Mystic Flame, how are you doing today? Okay, we're not exposed right now, so we're gonna try to save on our pitons a little bit. And of course it's raining. Why would it not? Those ruins on that cliff wall give me Blueprints vibes. Yes, yes, very much like the ruins on the side, right, of the cliff, for sure. I see it.
No grip at all.
No grip at all. Okay, great. No, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want to hear. Why am I so shaky? I think it's the rain. Yeah, we go here and then up, I think. Let's just go there, I think. Unless... Okay, very nice. Very nice. Let's do that. First night into my new apartment. Nice room to go with it. Hell yeah. Congrats on the new apartment, I guess. I think. It's a good thing, right? I mean, hopefully it is. And, yeah. Hope the stream is up to the standard of the new apartment. Okay, this is a little... Okay. Ooh, yeah, I was gonna say, this is gonna slip. Yeah. I love when she does. Yeah. Feels like a good amount of effort, you know. Good exertion. And it's raining. Great. No, we love that. Yeah, this is shaky as fuck. God, I hate this. Also, it's crazy how the rain just prevents you from really seeing the holes and the cracks really well, which I'm sure is, if not realistic, at least authentic. She is very flexible, yeah. I mean, honestly, from watching a lot of climbing stuff lately, I don't think it's that... I don't think it's that crazy. The legs can move in like weird position, but I think that's more like a gameplay thing. But like, ultimately the positions she finds herself in are still pretty authentic for the most part. Yeah, a little crack here, beautiful. Hell yeah, nice. All that on one piton. Fantastic. Okay, what now? That's the difficult part now. That shit looks crazy. That shit looks crazy. It looked easier from the bottom, as always. There's a few nice holds, and the way it's shaped. Gonna be able to put in.
No such thing as bad weather, only bad gear.
Oh, that's an optimistic view. What's up, Sally? How's Cammy treating me? So far, so good today. I mean, we just started climbing for the day. I'm looking at this very scary wall here. This feels like it would have been easier. Well, actually, no, never mind. What's up, Gecko? Yeah, I'm a little scared about this one. I don't know. I don't know how this one's gonna go. It's a little cracky, which is good, but then there's this part that looks really sketchy. I'm gonna try, but it's like there's a backpack up here, which is why I'm, you know, super curious. And it seems like the only path upwards, but it also looks very difficult. Huh. Let's see. We're gonna play it safe because it's somewhat exposed. So I think I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna do that. Just make sure I'm hooked from the start, just to begin climbing and see if we can do something. And if it doesn't work out, we'll you know, we'll know to give up. It's just a fucking backpack. I don't want to spend more resources getting to the backpack than what I'm getting out of it, right? Yeah, no, see, that's not a good... Oh, fuck! Instant slip. Obviously, the rain doesn't help. If it wasn't raining, maybe we'd have more of a chance, but... I think if I can get my hand up here... Maybe a little more... It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. There's no way this is easier, right? I mean, there's a little... Okay, there are very tiny holes here that I didn't notice when it was raining. Oh, man, I don't know, dude. This is... This is a little sketchy, but at least I'm well protected. Let's try again now that it's dry, and we'll put some chalk on our hands. Okay, let's chalk it up. See if we can do something about this. I mean, this is very scrappy, but we got there. Very scrappy, but we got there. Like, the way this game just feels natural. And like, there's no meter, there's nothing, but not having the rain anymore, I could tell, like, I was able to scrap up the wall a bit better, right? Which with the rain was completely impossible, I would immediately sleep off. Is so cool. But now what? Okay, hold on. Now what? You can feel a little bit of the rumble and everything, Gecko, yeah. And you can see like the actual like shaking on the character and all that. Ooh, okay, hold on. Dude, this thing is smooth as fuck.
Going on now!
We're good. This could have went a little better. Okay, let's see. What? I mean, there has to be a way to get up there. There's a fucking backpack. Again, it's one of those things where if I can get to the little... to here, we're totally fine, right? This is fine. Maybe inside this little thing would be better? I don't know. Can't really see how, but let's give it a try. Maybe we have better like pressure on the walls being in there. I mean, I get it. We're good, we're good.
Cool, thanks.
This is a bit of a challenging climb. I don't know if... because I don't want to butter the bear, right? Climbing around here and then up here looks really good. But the idea of buttering the bear again... not a huge fan of that. I think this was okay. I think we could have done better. Where were we? We were on that ledge, right? Yeah, and I fell there. This is climbable. I don't know. I'll try again a couple times. Even though it's, you know, we're using a lot of resources for it. Alright. crazy starting position, but we'll take it.
Oh, come on!
How are my hands looking through this? It's probably a mess, isn't it? Yeah, I'm already going through those fucking bandages, tapes. No. Get in there. She refuses to really get in there. Yeah, that shit slipping is like hell. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Yep. No, that checks out. Oh my god, those slips are very, very scary. Okay, now from here. I hate to use a piton here, but I know that wall's flat as fuck. Yeah, no, see? Immediately fucking lose grip. You don't have to scream, you have a... What a dramatic queen. Love her. I mean, I get that it's raining, which probably doesn't help, but it's like, I don't want to stay, like, the whole day on that fucking wall waiting for the weather to be better. I think I can just push and be up there, but... My issue with it is... I'm just spending resources, and I'm spending... You know... I'm at the risk of breaking pitons, and... But what if that backpack up here contains pitons? Imagine. How happy would I be? Yeah, that backpack better have some fucking... You know... It better be the mother load. Dude, I cannot... This wall does not want me whatsoever. Like, this is actually insane. Okay, the rain's stopping. At least there's that. I cannot stick to the wall whatsoever. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm ruining my fucking freshly taped hands. I'm trying to just push and get to that ledge with my hands, but I'm slipping before I have a chance. I think maybe, hold on, maybe going like wide. It's like
little break.
It's like the game doesn't want me up here. I mean, I don't see what other route I could take. Maybe this? Yeah, no, this is even worse. I mean, do I risk climbing above the bear? I'm not even sure it's easier. I mean, maybe a little bit. I mean, that part still fucking sucks, though. Yeah, as soon as I get up here, it looks fine. Right? I think. Maybe not. Anyway, let's... Hopefully we didn't break our pitons there. I'm gonna try to climb around the bear. Which... Listen. Sounds like a terrible idea. Gonna drink the rest of my soup. The water. We're wasting so many resources. Come on, climb, bud. Are you gonna be nice, bear? Will you allow me to climb over your lair? Okay, nice. We didn't break anything, at least. Am I fine doing this, little bear? Okay. Maybe he's rooting for me? For some reason I doubt that, but you never know.
Cool. Good.
Yeah, see, this feels a lot better, right? I mean, for now at least. This part is still feels sketchy up here, but... Yeah, now what? No, see, this is not great. I don't know, guys. I don't know about this. How am I supposed to get up here? I do like this though. I like that suddenly you have a super crazy hard climb in the middle of nowhere. You kind of have to figure it out. Can I reach this? Oh god, the game's lagging. Why? I think if I send it fast... The bear's just waiting for dinner. Okay, I'm actually seeing something there. I'm not sure I like, but I think this is the best path I see. Hello, Mr. Bear. Shh. Why am I doing this, by the way? Like, this is insane. Whatever's in that bag, it is not worth it. I can tell you right now, whatever's in that bag, it is not worth it. But at least we have a crack here. And you know how much I love climbing cracks. We're so close, please. Yes, there's a... Yes. Nice. Woo. Okay. Now what? Oh my god, dude. This wall is so much bigger than I thought it was. Again, I was fooled by perspective. This is hell. I'm not entirely sure how I get here. I mean, I'm kind of committed at this point, am I not? What's it called again? Sunk cost fallacy? Yeah, this is definitely not ideal, Credo, but...
Good.
Also, I have a bear right under me, Credo. I don't know if you noticed. There's a bear down there. So, needless to say, we're great. It's fantastic. I'm gonna eat some Cortico. And we're gonna see how it feels. There's no way I can stick my hands in here, right? That's not a hole. No.
Great.
So I think the play is... Oh my god, I hate this so much. Because I think the play is going all the way around and then up. This is my down wall. If I had so many pitons, I would feel so much better about this. As it stands, I am not feeling great. I need to get my foot in there. Yep. Why am I doing this? For a fucking backpack, dude. I could be comfortably in that area that's a temple or whatever it is on the other side of the wall there. Those ruins. No, instead I'm here, like a fucking moron. Okay, so if I fall here, I think my length of rope is exactly putting me... It's putting me right on top of the bear. I'm gonna protect myself again, even though we're running out. I have literally one more for the rest of this. Yeah, no, I am wasting my time right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Let's do this.
Come on, let's go! Now what? Oh god, it's worse! Perspective truly is a bitch. I thought this was gonna be easier from here, but no. Dude, there is no way I'm making it up here. Oh! Okay. Hold on. I'm risking it. Worst case scenario, I'm just, you know, going all the way down and we'll stop by the lake, get some fish again, and... Oh god, I don't want to see how many I broke. If I see 2 broken pitons, I'm gonna cry. 1 is okay. 2 is a tragedy. 1's fine because we have enough to repair 1. Okay, we broke 1. Shit. Which means we technically have 5 total, right, after repairs. Immediately lose grip here. Oh! Come on, come on, come on! Come on! Oh my god! Let's go! Oh. Okay, going around with the leg was great, because I think it gave us a little more, you know, like, if your legs are a bit more spread, you stick to the wall better. I think it, like, spreads your weight a little bit, of course. I don't know exactly the physics involved there, but... Alright, there's a nice crack here. This should be fine. Hey, what's up, Grim? Hope you're well today.
Oh, yes.
Oh my lord. This is okay. Yeah, no. I think we're good. This is not the most comfortable wall we've ever traversed, but I think we're good. No. Yeah. That foot's a little scary. Okay. This feels a lot better already. Nope. Yep. A little chalk on my hands. Okay, we have a nice crack here. Again, I love crack climbing in this game. I think it's works pretty well. Okay, let's just rest for it. It's already nightfall. Oh my god, we're so screwed. Alright. Protection. And now decision. Let me rest for a sec. Alright, let's open the bag. Let's Strong Infusion will give us better grip, which I think in this particular scenario is pretty good. And I have a lot of it. So I think I'm gonna go for a drop of Strong Infusion. In fact, I'm even gonna drink 2 of it. 2 of them. And then we'll get some Thermos tea, I think, maybe. My hunger meter's also running out of chalk. Is it time for me to eat some of our famous honey? Is it time? Have we hit that spot yet? What are the ingredients of a strong infusion? Herbal tea and juniper, I think, if I remember correctly. It's funny how yesterday I had so much stuff that I didn't know what to do with it. I couldn't put it in my bag, and now I'm like kind of struggling with resources a little bit. You know, I think it's time. I'm gonna eat one of my super honey. Feels weird, but I'm gonna do it. Oh god. This game motivated me to get some IRL honey. Nice. Oh, I could use the troglodyte doll for the rain to stop. How's my fingies look like? They're okay. Did she just eat it jar and all? I guess so, yeah. I guess so. It adds a texture, a little crunch, you know? But yeah, we were actually, it's funny, we were talking about it on Grimm's channel yesterday a little bit. How funny would it be if the game actually, like, if you could damage fragile stuff in your bag when you fall, for instance. Like, imagine you take a bad fall and all your, like, glass bottles shatter and you lose what's in them. Or, you know, like, anything that can break, basically, has a potential of breaking and losing you resources. Obviously, that would be a lot more punishing, and it adds a whole dimension that I don't think the game wanted, but it could have been fun. Yeah, it would be interesting. Yeah, and you exactly, Glegger, and you would have maybe to think about where you put like the fragile stuff, you know. Should I use the doll? I've never used it yet, and part of me wants to keep it, you know, for real emergency situations. I don't think this is, but anyway, let's climb a little bit, see what happens. We have a nice crack here that should be smooth and easy.
Just a smidge.
God, crack climbing is so fun. It feels like you shouldn't be able to do it, and yet it works. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realize that this rock was this way. Okay, we have a problem.
Phew.
I thought this was an inside crack. It's not. Which means I don't know how I get up here. Do we do the same thing as we did here? But there? We just... We sit on this little ledge and we kind of send it however we can? I don't know, man. This had a wall, like, to help us. Dude, this might be the hardest wall we've climbed so far. Well, climbed. That's a bit of an overstatement so far. I mean, the hardest wall we've attempted. If I can get here... I mean, there's a pretty big spread here, but I think we can make it. Yeah, if I get up here, I think we're fine. The rest of it is... pretty okay, I would think. I have 2 pitons left. So what, 1 here? 1 there? Oh yeah, I mean, free solo mode, I would not even be attempting this. Free solo mode, you wouldn't see me anywhere near that wall. I'm going up. When I'm doing free solo attempts, I'm going up. Dude, what the hell is happening right now? No, Alex Honnold would look at this and call it joyful. Oh yeah, that was a joyful climb. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? I literally do not see a single asperity on this wall. There's nothing until we get up here. I just send it, I guess? I don't know. Oh, of course it's raining. Fuck you, game. Yeah, see, I mean... Yeah, this is a pain. I don't know. Maybe I gave up too early on the other side. Yeah, as soon as I get my leg off of it, we have no more grip.
Come on.
My hands are suffering. The sunk cost fallacy is strong with this one. Yeah, but man, I really want to get to that bag. I don't know. And I can't see shit anyway. It's night. What time is it actually? 11. It's not even like the end of the night or anything. How am I getting dehydrated? Just open your mouth. Drink what the world is giving you. Oh, and now the wind's starting. Yeah, no, this is... We're so close, though. Does the wind affect you? I think so, yeah. I think it diminishes your grip. I'm tempted to use a doll just to see how it works and you know. Okay, it looks like it's gonna stop raining. I'm gonna wait a sec. There you go. I love how very short term the barometer
Back to
is.
work. Ah!
The doll work, I didn't even use it. That's the I know you know, but okay, clearly this is not working. You know, as soon as I let go, this is it. I don't have any grip anymore. I don't think this is climbable. What if... Okay, that would be cruel, but what if they put that bag here just to lure people into trying that climb? And you actually... It's actually not possible. That'd be funny. I don't know, maybe I gave up too early on this side. I think this side could have maybe been doable. Does that mean I'm gonna try again? I don't know.
Oh, no, come on!
I feel your frustration, girl. I do. I wish there was anything, like just a small little hold.
Ah!
Yeah. Even like trying to like power up, right? Go as hard as I can. I don't have enough grip or endurance. What would Adam Ondra do? He would scream at the top of his lungs. That's one thing. And then he'd probably just... get up there by some miraculous, I don't know. I'm gonna get some tea in my system. I'm gonna get some coffee in my system. Alright, last attempt. I'm gonna try to, you know, I'm gonna try to just gonna try to go as hard as I can. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh my god, dude, it... She's so angry, and I get it. I feel it, girl. I'm with you. I'm also very angry. This feels so close and yet so far. I mean, Credo, yesterday my bag was overflowing because I was hoarding so much. And now today we don't have enough resources. I don't think I can climb this. I think I have to bail. This feels so heartbreaking because I know if I set my foot, if I get one foot up here, we're fine. I just can't seem to find a way up there. If I get one foot up here, it's just ledge walking, like little, you know, traverses until the end. I really thought this was an inside crack. That threw me off when I got up here and I realized it wasn't the crack I thought it was gonna be. I thought we were good. I really thought we had it after this. I don't... I'm gonna waste all my resources here if I keep going. This is not a smart... Definitely not a smart play. I think we have to quit. I think we have to bail. I can't get up here. Pains me to say, but yeah, like as soon as I get my leg up, my arm's already like shaking.
No, not now!
Also killing my hands doing this. I don't have any more chalk. Feels bad giving up. I hate it. I hate giving up. The worst feeling. Yeah, I mean... I get nothing. I It's the first time I don't reach...
Oh, come on!
It's the first time I don't reach a goal that I'm trying to reach, yeah. The first time I can't get to a place that I'm trying to get to. Feels very weird. I push myself from here and grab that ledge. Now, see, I have no grip whatsoever. See, I'm trying to, like... What if I could, right? What if I could just send it with my... Just try to grab that ledge with my left arm, right? And use that as a sort of... I don't know if it's even possible, but... I'm willing to give it a couple more tries, I guess. Just that particular move. I immediately... Oh my god, dude! So hard. Even then, I don't think grabbing that with my arm is gonna do a difference. If I don't have leg support, I'm just gone.
Good. Okay. Focus.
Hey, she still wants it. We're going down. We're going down. That's it. That's it. That's it. Shit. God, we're so close. What a frustrating setup. I don't understand how I'm supposed to climb this. I'm trying to check something. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but... I'm up here anyway. I know, you're getting cold. I get it. I'm gonna swing on the chandelier. This is foreshadowing of me swinging of the... There's no way this actually works, right?
Oh, come on!
Dude, okay. Hold on. Hold on. I hate to say it, but I think there might be a chance, yes. Is this... Can I sleep here? There's no way, right? I'm not gonna risk it. This is actually insane what I'm trying to do. Oh. Okay, we didn't lose anything, at least. Yeah, 4 pitons. Nice. Well, now the only issue now is that I need to do that climb again, which was very, very hard. Get it! Come on, get it! Yes! Okay, that's one. We did it again. We can do it again. We got this. No chalk, nothing. Pure power of will. I want to get up here. Now that I've seen, like, I think I saw a route. I'm going up here. I'm not giving up. I'm not ready to give up. I'm very bad at giving up. I'm sorry. It's not something I've done very much in my life.
Great.
Dude, Shepherd, I have a strong feeling it's gonna be so meaningless. It's gonna be some meaningless shit. And I'm kind of ready for it. At this point, I don't think it even matters what's in the bag. It's not about the bag anymore, Shepherd. She's so mad. I get it. She's so upset. God, this game's amazing. Alright, I'm getting on that strong infusion. Coffee, strong infusion, and chalk. Alright, guys, we're sending it. I've decided I'm done with this. We're sending it.
So close. No,
Oh, come on! Holy fuck, dude! It's doable. It's doable. It's doable. Let's be slightly more focused at the beginning, maybe. Dude, this is insane. Holy fuck. 79 falls, by the way. We were at like, I don't remember the number at the beginning of the stream, but we definitely fell more in the span of an hour than... Yeah, I had to just focus and just, you know, take a breather at the middle of it and then just go for it. Sometimes you just gotta send it, you know? You just gotta go. Okay. Let's not screw this up. Because this is not the hardest part, but there's still ways in which I could, you know, fuck that up. Okay. If we don't break any piton for the rest of this climb, this will have been awesome. I'm not sure if I'll consider it worth it, depending on what we find, but at this point I'm just happy for the
yes.
joyfulness of the climb, as our boy Alex would say, right? It was a joyful climb. We actually got it. I think we actually got it. Okay, let's focus. No mistakes. One coffee pack and some crack. Hey, listen, I wouldn't be mad about the coffee. Let me tell you, coffee's great. Dude, we actually got it. I cannot believe we made it. I'm sure I was. Like, there are some people that are experts at this game already, probably, that would watch me climb this and be like, that dude has no idea what he's doing. He's so bad at the game. I don't care. I feel very accomplished. This was fucking awesome. Yo, girl, where are you? Okay. Works for me. Sometimes you're just scared of letting go, you know? That works on a lot of different levels. Especially after I just grinded my way up here. Woo! Dude, that feels fucking awesome. Oh man, what a climb. Oh. Yeah, Batson, I do like pick my own limbs from time to time. I think the automatic system is okay for the most part, but that was scary and crazy. Holy fuck. Now, here comes the resources. Oh, we didn't lose any. Oh my god. Okay, the fact that we didn't break any more extra piton there is incredible. Oh my god. Yeah, I wasted way too much time on this. I didn't believe in this, but like the fact that I was able to like stick my feet in here and then just, you know, sort of power up to that ledge here, that was really nice. A climb like that looks impossible to me IRL. Oh, you wouldn't like. I mean, I don't know how much you watch stuff about climbing or whatever. I'm not a climber myself, but I watch quite a bit of content about it. I used to climb when I was in my 20s, early 20s, but indoors, right? Like no outdoors. But these people do crazy shit. Like they'll legitimately, sometimes they're gonna stick to a wall and you don't really know how. These people are insane. Like they'll find ways to, you know. I mean, obviously something the game can't really do is very like, I'm talking about like micro holds, right? Like stuff where you're literally like sticking your fingers in the slightest of asperities on the walls, right? Like the game has a few like tiny holes, but they're, you know, they're still like little holes, right? Like in real life, sometimes they're just gonna have like the side of their fucking, you know, finger slightly holding something, and somehow with putting pressure, that's enough for them to just get to like the craziest of positions. I don't know. These people are insane. Like the more I see like, you know, some of the best climbers in the world and what they do, like the less unrealistic this game looks to me. Obviously, again, the game doesn't aim to be realistic in the strictest sense, but it feels authentic, which I think is great. It translates that experience of climbing in an authentic way without trying to be too realistic, because I don't think that would be very fun video game wise. But yeah, no, I mean, like, also there's things like that some real life climber could do that you can do in the game, as far as I can tell, which would be like, for instance, you know, they would sort of put their feet here and maybe like jump a little bit to try and, you know, if they're secure, like I'm not talking about like, you know, solo climbing, but if they have protection, they would likely try to jump and hook their fingers on the thing, and then, you know, that kind of stuff is possible, right? In the game, you can't do like little jumps and all that, but oh man, this feels so satisfying, dude. That was insane. Ah. That was the hardest thing we've ever done in the game so far, I think. That was for sure the hardest climb. Alright, 79 falls, still no deaths. Alright, let's see what our rewards are. Well, a plastic bag for starters. You know what? Not mad. I actually need a chalk, so. Yeah, I'm okay with the plastic bag. That's actually cool. We used so much resource. Okay, if this gives me at least one piton, I'll be happy. You know what? Like I said, it was never about the reward. The climb itself is its own reward. I bet this is Marco's bag. I don't know. Hey, we're gonna make some nice little drinks. It's gonna be perfect. I'm not upset. Yeah, pretty flowers. What? Who doesn't like flowers, right? Flowers are awesome. Yeah. I don't think you can climb up here, or if you can, I don't think there's a point. I think this is out of bounds-ish. I mean, you can climb, like, the game lets you, but I don't think it. I'm just gonna really scout to make sure. But also, I don't know if I said proper welcome, Robot Batson, but welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I hope that wasn't too painful to watch as an experienced climber. I'm doing my best. I mean, hey, we made it. I was about to give up, and we made it. I feel good. All right, now we have to rappel down to the lake again, because I need 1 water, 2 fish. We're gonna make some food and water and. Oh god, what do my hands look like? Oh god! Literally went through an entire freshly taped hands just for this climb. What a great moment, though. Great moment. Alright, can I mean, I'm gonna rappel to this just to make sure, because I'm not entirely sure we can go all the way down. I think yes, but I'm gonna do it like this because I really want to make sure that I get my my unbreakable piton. Can we? That was not what I wanted to do at all. I wish there was a button to just. I mean, that's on me for trying to do. You know, specific stuff like that. Alright, nice. Hey, little bear. The bear's like, damn it. My breakfast got away. Didn't fall on my lap. Alright. Let's go. Oh my god. I am sweating. Legitimately, once again. That made me sweat. Pretty hardcore. Okay, we're back where we started today, and our bag's a lot emptier. So. Yay us. Oh, I don't have enough water. I need chalk IRL, yeah. That's true. To hold my controller, you know, my grip on my controller needs to be better. I can't believe I have to go down again. Well, we'll take it easy this time. But I think it's worth it, just for, one, the water, and two, the fish. Being able to, hold on, actually, I should... Never mind, I should make a little space, a little more space in my bag by using some of those components. At least the pitons. But yeah, the fish is gonna, you know, be useful. The water is gonna be useful. I think it's worth going now. I really wish we'd find another piton. I feel bad without 6 of them. Having a spare in my bag feels really good. I really wish we had a spare. Man, what a crazy climb. I cannot believe this whole thing, this whole scenario. That was awesome. Alright. We didn't know how good we had it, yeah. Yeah, my bag was so full yesterday. Literally couldn't fit anything else inside. Had to compress everything. I need to rappel down to here.
Ah.
Nice. That was actually kind of cool. Can I do the same thing? Let's see, hold on. Oh. Oh, that was fucking insane. Oh, that was so funny. Oh my god. Ava, what a drama queen. I love her. She's so awesome. What a character.
Bring me the pitons. Oh,
Oh,
come
man.
on, Climbot. Hurry up a little.
Yeah, that's right, Climbot. But yeah, man, dude, I can tell the resource management's gonna get really rough as we get higher and higher. Like, because obviously the game's gonna get hard, right? Like, I mean, the climb's gonna get increasingly harder, and I'm assuming the resources are not gonna be plentiful. At some point, it's gonna stop, right? Or diminish. What do you mean I can't take the juniper? Come on, you can do better than that, bag. I need to be careful, because... I do want enough room for fish. I actually should have taken that on the way up. That's my bad. Rappelling out of a helicopter was hard. Yeah, I mean... I think the difficult part about rappelling... obviously, it's not something I've ever done, right? But I think the hardest part is actually where you land, right? It's like, if you're rappelling out of a helicopter, you're probably not going for brunch at your neighbors, right? But like, at least there's no wall or anything, right? You just go down and that's it. There's no wall on which you can like hit your head or anything. You're just in the air. I don't know. It's the ground that's the problem. Some wild garlic up here. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna grab a fish. I'm gonna eat some. We have so many containers. We're about to eat some raw fish, guys. We're going full golem.
Cool.
No, what do you mean? I'm glad I did get to do it. That's awesome. The fish is very flat. God damn it. Hopefully the inventory stays the same. As long as I don't... as long as I'm in the minigame.
Seriously?
Okay, Ava. Gotta be more patient.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Raw trout it is. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is kind of disgusting, but...
Stay.
Yeah, sushi. Love sushi. It's just a good opportunity to fill up on food, you know?
Got it.
Three whole raw fish. Yeah, no, that's normal. That's a diet right there. And we're gonna grab one more to cook once we're in the tent.
Cool.
Catching parasites like Pokemon. It's fresh fish, what do you mean? Kidding, obviously. I know what you mean. Listen, people want you to drink raw milk these days, so fresh fish, not that weird, if you ask me. Do trouts eat other fish? I don't know. Not sure what trouts eat. Okay, stack, 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 stack. Stack, stack. Just stacking. A little bit of stacking. Fish! If that works, I'm the best backpack manager in the history of this game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this. Think we can sneak another one? Another one's gonna be hard, right? Nah, it's pretty stacked right now. Yeah. Yeah, trouts are delicious. I've told the story before, but when I was a kid, my grandfather was a fisherman, and I would go fish with him, and then we'd come home with the fresh catch of the day, usually trout. There's a lot of trout in Switzerland. There used to be, at least. I don't know what it's like these days, but... And then my grandmother would instantly prepare it. I was fascinated watching her, you know, like empty the fish and do all like the prep in the sink. And then fresh right in the pan. Right in the pan. And it was delicious. Fucking loved it. There's something about eating the fish you caught the same day that just feels great. Which I know is like a very common experience for a lot of human beings. Right? That's not like a super unique thing. But as someone who lives, you know, obviously in modern society, it's kind of, you know, not something I see very much anymore. I would love to catch another one. Another one would be great. I don't think we have enough room in there. What if I get rid of some plants? At least the nettle? I don't think I need the nettle. I don't know. Trout are carnivorous, opportunistic predators. Regularly eat other fish. Interesting. Raw fish for sushi in Germany has to be flash frozen. Kill any parasites? Yeah. Same in Switzerland, I'm sure. Sushi is pretty high quality here. As far as I can tell. I mean, I've never had, like, you know, Japanese or whatever, but I love sushi. I haven't had sushi in a while. I need to fix that. I don't think we'll be able... Like, if I get rid of the nettle, I think we can do it. I kind of want to keep the gentian to make some honey eventually. Maybe if we find another honeycomb. What's the word I'm looking for? Hive! Another hive. I like juniper. It allows me to make like strong infusions. Oh, well, maybe mixing the juniper and the nettle is what... Okay, never mind. I'm good. I'm good. 2 fish is great. Yeah. Let's call it good. You know what they say. Perfection is the enemy of good. Is that the line? Okay, is there any way for me to get that wild garlic in there? I'm trying things. I'm gonna be trying things here. Oh, what if that creates a space? Yo, what's up, Naz? How are you doing today? The mountain... We did the craziest climb we've ever done. Oh, got it! My bag stacking abilities are second to none. I'm a master of my art when it comes to backpack management in this game. I know I'm like throwing myself flowers and tooting my own horn, but you know, you gotta appreciate your skill sometimes. You gotta be proud of your accomplishment. But yeah, no, Naz, we spent all of today, like over 2 hours, climbing this wall here. This is all the same thing. 2 different attempts. Well, actually. Yeah. First here, and then we couldn't get up here. Like, I thought it was gonna be, we could get up here and then there. Couldn't get up here. So I gave up. I went above the bear here, which was very scary, because I'm pretty sure that bear will kill me if I get in front of him. So I climbed above the bear, and then we did a little bit of like zigzagging along the cracks there. And then here we couldn't get up, like fell like 20 plus times trying to get to that ledge here. Impossible. And then I was about to give up. I was like, yeah, no, okay, I'm not wasting resources anymore. So I was like, I'm going away. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try again once here. And I somehow found a way to hoist myself up here. Used a lot of resources, like energy stuff, like, you know, so many resources. And then bam, got up there. And there was a backpack with literally 3 plants in it. Meaningless, pointless plants, and that's it. But the accomplishment itself was wonderful. So it felt good, even if the reward was meaningless. And then we went all the way back down to the lake again, because, you know, I was out of food and water and all those good things. And now we're going back to the tent where we started today. So far our progress today has been negative. In fact, since a stream 2 days ago, when we arrived on at this lake, we have not made any significant progress. Yesterday we just, I don't know, we fucked around with the inventory a lot. We explored the surroundings of the lake and everything. Today was supposed to be resuming the climb, but I got distracted by that little backpack up there. Oh shit, there's a whole statue down there. Oh fuck. That's one of the guardians, isn't it? Oh shit. Okay, yeah, next step of the journey, of course, we're gonna stay in the tent. Make some food, etc, etc, and then we traverse this, we go across the bridge, and then we'll figure out, there's a lot of stuff on that other side. Holy fuck, I'm so excited. Hopefully we'll find resources as well. Pitons would be great. I didn't fall aggro all of the good neighbor and crash the game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Naz, if you know this, but the other day, when I was talking your channel up to people before the raid, or I don't remember exactly when it was, but I was talking about your channel, and my words were, watching Naz play an open world game is such a wonderful experience, because if there's a way to break the game, he will find it. And I don't know, I watch you play those games and you somehow always find a way to just break everything. It's a skill. I don't know how you do it. It's an impressive skill. Between the two of us, we would be incredibly efficient game testers. You would find all the bugs and break everything, and I would, you know, do all the things that most players wouldn't, and be like, this doesn't work the way it's supposed to if you stand for an hour in this spot. Okay, let's not get complacent here. This is an easy climb. I'm not even gonna protect myself, but you know. We don't want to fall like an idiot for no reason. There's still a little climb we need to do to get to the tent, which we tried this one yesterday. That was kind of awkward. I think I'm gonna just climb this. Oh shit, chalk. Okay, guys, I need to find a way to put the abandoned bottle in my bag. In my bag. Am I stretching? Oh, I did it! So what happened here is, I pressed the button to climb the wall and she did a weird thing where it looked like she was stretching, which actually was pretty cool. So my strategy for the bag, by the way, is if you quit the bag, it sort of memorizes the last state it was in. So you can kind of like compress stuff, right? And then immediately quit and put something in it because the space technically still exists. Which, it's interesting because it's kind of a glitch, but it's not really, because it for some reason it feels good in my brain, because it really feels like, you know, when you're like pressing on a bag to compress it and then you quickly put something in it and then, you know, you close it really fast. Like, it feels right in a way, even if it's probably not supposed to be a thing you do. It's a feature, yeah. Like, it actually, yeah, it actually, exactly $10. It actually, like, feels like a legit, you know, proper situation you would do. That one doesn't give milk, does it? I'm gonna check real quick. I don't think so. Yeah, you push down and you zip up fast, exactly. Love this game. Hey. I think you're a male, so I don't think you give milk. Nope. Not gonna insist. I'm not gonna bother him. I don't wanna get knocked off the fucking thing. Alright, bit of a climb here. I'm not sure, last time we took this one, which ended up being a lot sketchier than I thought. Oh, never mind. No. This was kind of okay, I think. There's a plant up here, but I don't think we'll have room to grab it. What's the other option? Is this climbable? I mean, there's a crack there, right? Is that a crack? Yeah, this should be climbable. I don't know. This looks safer. Yeah, I think I'll just take the safe one out. I wonder how many men have perished being rammed off of a mountain, like in real life. I mean, it has to have happened, right? I don't expect the number to be very high, but I feel like it has to have happened. Especially, like, you know, like high mountain shepherds or whatever, right? I refuse to believe nobody ever got knocked off of a, you know, maybe not like a gigantic cliff, but even just knocked down and hit their head on a rock or something. Like, I cannot imagine it never happened. I don't know. Maybe there's a statistic for it. If someone wants to Google it. I don't think many people would survive being rammed off of a mountain. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. I don't think you make it. Am I exposed there? No, I'm not. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little risk. Just for the sake of saving on the pitons. Okay, we have dandelion here. Can we make this happen? Can we make the dandelion happen? Got it. Oh god, that placement's terrible. Okay, yeah, no, this is... Yeah, we'll have to work on that bag once we're in the... We'll have to work on the bag. We have a lot of plans, though. That's gonna be nice. My bag is becoming a clown car. Wow, $10. Okay. Alright. Okay. Ask me how I know $10 has no respect for me anymore. $10 has lost all respect he had for me. Calling my bag a clown car. How do clown car work? Like, how do they do it? Where did they hide the clowns? That I never thought about it before. All right. I'm gonna have a whole canoe. When people survive like skydiving, their parachute fucks up. It's possible with stuff. Yeah, I mean, I would guess the odds to be pretty slim, Colette, but yeah. I'm sure in the history of mankind, someone literally had their parachute not open and they still survived. I don't think the number's very high, though. I don't think the odds are very high, but... Okay, that one was so close, my controller shook like hell. That was scary as fuck. What's up, Shazar? Part of me just wants to jump this, because I can't be bothered climbing with this weather. I think we're safe, but I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna protect myself and try to jump. Oh my god, it's very close. Okay, that's one. And it's stable. We know that from yesterday. Yes, nice, very nice. Alright, let's get in the tent real quick, because holy fuck the weather. I wish there was a way to collect water from rain when you're at a bivouac, for instance. Like maybe you could put like a little cup outside or something, right? That'd be really cool if that was a feature. Maybe I can find an item that does that later. I don't know, actually. Alright. Time to cook. Time for some cooking and drinking and all that. Alright, so this... We're gonna try to make a strong infusion. The strong infusions are really good. Oh, we could make chocolate water. Like, we can make a chocolate drink. Hold on. Yeah, chocolate drink. How about that? it's extra food, right? Which it's gonna give us a total of 440 food, which is superior than the chocolate on its own. And it gives us hydration. Obviously, making it with milk would be better, I think. Yeah, you know what? I'll wait for milk. I think creamy chocolate drink would be even better. Let's make a strong infusion. Alright, so first you make an infusion. Someone was asking how you make a strong infusion. So first you make an infusion. So nettle's fine. And then you add juniper. I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh. It's not telling me that it makes a strong infusion, but I'll try. Yes! Let's go. Nice. Love me some long working days. Alright, what are we making in our thermos? Another strong infusion, maybe? We don't have coffee or anything, so... Yeah, but the nettle effect, I think, is just... I don't think it's as good as... The strong infusion is really good. The grip specifically is awesome. Can you make it stronger? I don't know. I mean, it says twice as intense, so I'm sure if you add juniper, maybe it makes it even stronger, but... I would rather have more of it than a stronger version, I think. Also careful with... Just as a general, you know... guideline, careful with leading questions that might make me do something I wouldn't otherwise do. Because we unfortunately cannot we unfortunately have no way of like separating who's legitimately asking a question they don't know the answer to and people who exactly know the answer and are using the question as a pretext to backseat, right? So since we can't make the difference, we have to have a sort of strong line in terms of the rules just to make sure, you know. Which is unfortunate. It's one of those cases of a few malicious people ruining it for everyone. But no, it's okay, Mystic. Legitimately no problem. I'm just using it as a reminder for the, you know, the general rules. But in this case, I hadn't noticed the 2 times more intense, so I'm thinking maybe you can just add more nettle to it, juniper, and it would be even stronger, right? But yeah. So the nettle infusion gives you what is that modifier again? I always forget what the modifiers do. Focus, channel your inner power to recover better in comfortable positions. I don't feel like I ever really need that. I think the grip is so much better. Because then my hands can really like... We've seen in the scenario we had today, right? How powerful a strong grip can be. Like the strong grip bonus is insane. You can literally hoist yourself up with your hands a lot better. I think I'm gonna focus on that. And we'll have a warm one for the bad weather. I love this vibe right now, by the way. The little music. I don't know if you can hear it on stream. The music is quite faint. If I shut up. It's a little bit of a synth in the back. But yeah, the vibe with The storm outside is so great. Alright, what more do we do? We want to cook the fish. Is it better or worse for my bag? It's actually not great, but... yeah, I could have... I don't know. I feel like... I mean, I might eat that one in the morning. So, it'll be fine. Alright, let's have a night's sleep. What time is it? Yeah, it's very early, but with the storm and everything, I don't think I'm gonna tape my hands right now. I want to wait a little bit, maybe, until I maybe hopefully find more tape. And I think we can still work with those fingers, right, guys? What do we think? That one looks nasty. Yeah, I don't know. What's under there looks bad too, but we're fine, we're fine. Alright, let's sleep a few hours. It does, Sally, yeah. But hey, we do what we must to climb Mount Kami. Alright, 4 in the morning. Perfect. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna eat some trout. Gonna drink some water. And then we're gonna fix our bag. Our bag's a mess right now. Oh, jeez! Do not move this. This is the bedrock of our bag. Doesn't move. How's everybody doing today, by the way? Are we excited for State of Play on Thursday? Anything particular you guys are hoping to see? A lot of work, but good. Oh yeah. I mean, you know, obviously work, you know, man, what a world it would be if we didn't have to, right, Shepard? But better to have a lot of work than being unemployed, right? Especially in this current, like, fucking economy. It's really rough. Not trying to diminish obviously, you know what I mean. I want to see more than Ceros. Yeah, I obviously I'm excited for Ceros, but I kind of don't want to see anything more now. I know I'm gonna play it, right? So I'm like, if they show something, I think I'm gonna have to turn my eyes away to not watch it. I've seen enough. I know I'm gonna play it, you know. I mean, I was always gonna play it. Fucking Returnal's absolute masterpiece, so. there wasn't a world where I wasn't playing Ceros anyway. That fish is floating, kind of like, it's kind of weird. Having, yeah, we talked about that already in the past, but having like raw fish in your backpack like that sounds terrible. I'm gonna assume that this is just a visual representation, right? It's probably in a bag or something. FF7 Remake Part 3 is what I'm hoping for. Okay, okay. What do you think the title's gonna be? Reunion? Remake, Rebirth, Reunion? That would be thematically fitting based on Final Fantasy VII, I think. Eating, resting. Hell yeah. White Wolf. Get that strength back. Says White Wolf got a gaming PC and is glued to her chair now. Oh my god. What have you done? What is she playing? Oh, that's true, clip turn. I didn't think about that. Yep. Restart. Rewind. It's gonna be something in we know that, right? But alright guys, it's time to make some progress. They didn't think it could happen, but it will. We're actually gonna make some progress. You're with Max, return seems more likely. Yeah. I think return sounds good. Okay, that climb was actually a little sketchier than I thought, but I think this time we just go here, right? Yeah. So we should be totally fine. We're not exposed. We don't have to secure ourselves too early. Not waste any baton there. Alright, let's go up. What a beautiful morning to start a climb. Alright. Another nice log crack to climb. You guys know how much I like a good crack. Okay, that was... Why was it so sketch? I should have panicked. I kind of panicked and... That was unnecessary, I don't think. I could have kept stabilizing. The only thing I needed to do was this. And then I'm stable, I think. Yeah, see, I don't know. Maybe I panicked a little bit there.
Come on.
Why am I struggling? I mean, I guess my hands are a little weak because of the blood and everything. But it feels like I should be in good shape otherwise. Yeah, macaron. We can guess that that part is implied, right? I think. Please say yes.
Good.
You know what? I'm gonna switch. Eat. Yep, exactly. Yeah. And that's it. Perfect. Hell yeah. Alright. Nice and easy now. Is that actually... Yeah, no, this is fine. I was thinking maybe climbing up here and then taking the... was kind of cool, but... I think this should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, this is a little slightly sketchier than I thought. Yep. No, you know what? I do not like this at all, actually. I didn't expect it, but like the way the sort of the... Yeah, no, that thing pushes me away. I think I need to climb on the side there. That feels a lot safer. I mean, I could take a shortcut. There's a little ledge here. If I go up here and then I have my foot on this one right there. You know what? Safe and easy. We don't need to take any unnecessary risks. Little slip, okay. No big deal. Yeah, last time we went the other way, so we don't really know how it feels on this side. Okay. I think we're doing fantastic. I would love to do it without using an extra piton, but I'm actually kind of scared. Which makes no sense, because it feels so easy, but like a small mistake, and we're just gone, right? Okay, we're good. I don't know why I freaked out. That was so easy. Alright, nice and easy. I need to start being more economical with my pitons is a little bit of the problem here. Which adds pressure on me performing better. Yeah, let's get some wild garlic in here.
Is this thing still safe?
Oh, why did you have to think that? Oh god. Oh no. Oh shit. I didn't think about this until just now. And now I'm like... I kinda don't trust that bridge. For fuck's sake, Ava. I'm not scared, you're scared. Oh, you can't. I was trying to... I mean, I could just put a piton in the wall there, right? Just in case. I don't think it would help very much, but... Right, like... Worst case scenario, right? We're hooked to something. God, this is so good. I have no clue what's awaiting for us on the other side, but... Oh god. It's really moving, huh? I'm sure it would be beautiful if it wasn't raining. Yeah, we're almost at the end of the rope, so we're gonna have to let go anyway. Oh, this is fine. Man, that's beautiful. This is... I don't...
They really went all in. Wow.
Yeah, this feels very, like, almost From Software-esque, right? With the whole, like, structure in the wall. It reminds me of, what's that? It reminds me of a location in one of the From game, but I'm not sure which one it is. Could it be Shulva in Dark Souls 2, maybe? With, like, the, you know, the CD built inside the walls and all that? I think that might be it. Dude, what the fuck? There's stuff down there. We're gonna have to find a way to go... Oh god, this is terrifying. And I'm so excited for it. I love the sounds of the bridge.
Well, I hope you're still alive. Take care of yourself, Father. It's important. Rock climbing is cool. But please don't put yourself in danger.
I would never do that. Thank you, Chris. I would never put myself in danger. We've been very, very safe today. But yeah, the sound of the ropes and like the wooden planks. So sweet. Yeah, Chris doesn't know we haven't died yet. We're owning this shit. Okay, I don't know if there's gonna be like inside walls. Is that... What the fuck? Dude, I am so... This is getting rough. Like, some of those things look nasty. Like, some of those walls look terrifying. I love that this entire wall is climbable, by the way. It kind of knows you haven't died. No, it doesn't. In fact, it very much doesn't.
Dead end.
Because we're not answering him. Right?
This side is blocked. I need to be on the other side to clear the path.
I thought we were about to have a cave diving angle there. Have you seen like the videos of these people doing like cave dives? Yeah, the nutty putty shit. Dude, Colette, that shit is terrifying. I can watch crazy free solo climbing videos and I'm like, you know, I'm a little tense. It's a little bit of a glute workout, but it's fine. The cave diving shit, I cannot. It does not work for me. First of all, I get no pleasure watching it. And it's straight up terrifying. Yeah, I don't understand, Sally. I don't understand how people... Well, to be fair, I don't understand how people do free soloing either. Like, that blows my mind. I'm like, nah, I'm good, thanks. You know, anything where a tiny mistake will kill you is little crazy to me. Even though I drive my car, you know, I've driven hundreds of thousands of kilometers in my life, and a small mistake can kill you. But it's not quite the same. I'm sure you understand what I mean. But I don't know. There's something with like the cave diving stuff that, you know, it feels different. It feels like another level of nonsense. I don't know. Dude, there's backpack. Oh my god, this place is gonna take us ages to explore. We're gonna be here a while. I hope there's a tent nearby, because, yeah. There's so many spots. Okay, let's try to find an entrance and see if we're gonna have to climb this on the outside of the wall, or if there's actually like inside parts to it. What is that? I thought that was gonna be a container, but no. Oh, this is one of those lamps things. Okay. Hey, thistle. Sure. Oh god. There we go. Yeah, $10. I don't think I'm familiar with those. Fortunately, I guess. Damn, what is this place? Holy crap. Oh, there's a tent spot. Yes. This place is well lit. Oh my god, it's actually like a church type thing, I think. What the hell?
Hey, are those coffins?
Yeah, I was gonna say. This is like a sort of graveyard for them, maybe. Would make sense, right? They have to put their dead somewhere. Okay, hell yeah. I like this. Day 27, by the way. It's been almost a month. Not in real time, obviously. In the game. We've been on Mount Kami for almost a month. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Beautiful. Okay, there seems to be a lot inside this. Okay, this is gonna be a nice little spot. We're inside, right? It feels comfortable. Nice little nook inside this thing. Because I don't know if the outside walls are... What the fuck?
Damn. This guy probably owed a lot of goat's milk to someone.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? She's very casual about this. I don't know how I feel about how casual she is about this. Yeah, this took a little turn. My little camp right next to a dead body. Oh, I don't know how I feel about all that. Yeah, we're gonna have to, Is there water nearby? Have I heard water? Hold on. I'm gonna read and everything. I'm gonna inspect everything more closely in a sec, but... Yeah, I haven't found water yet. That's my only concern, is the lack of water. The Palace of the Wind. The Palace of Wind? The Palace of the Wind? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say here. Okay. Let me think. Okay. I absolutely hate to do this, but my stomach's been actually killing me tonight, and I need to, I would need to take a break to sort this out, and it would take such a long time, then I would be back for probably like half an hour. So I think the smart thing to do here, unfortunately, is to call it a little early tonight. Which I feel awful about, because I'm so excited to explore the location we're in right now. But I think that's gonna have to be a story for tomorrow, unfortunately. Because I can't wait any longer. I'm not feeling great. So I'm gonna have to call it a little early tonight, which is the first time we have to call it early since I started playing this wonderful game, and I hate doing it. I really literally hate doing it. Because I was excited to play one more hour of this. But yeah. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys to Grim's streaming right now. She's streaming Cult of the Lamb, I think. She has a whole thing. I'm in there, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna send you to Grim if you wanna participate in her cult or whatever. You've seen her in the chat. She's very nice, very friendly. Yeah, go check her stream out. Give her my salutations while I run away. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central European Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, for more adventures of CAIRN. I am so very excited to resume the climb and get back on Mount Kami. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for tomorrow. I cannot wait to explore that Palace of the Wind, or whatever it's called. And those crazy walls and everything that seems to be waiting for us. I think it's gonna be a riot. Yeah, thank you all for the support. I appreciate you guys more than I can say. Join the Discord if you haven't done so yet for all the news and everything. Follow the channel for, you know, your own convenience if you want. I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day, evening, or night. Drop some Dan M love on Grim's channel if you don't mind. And yeah, I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day, evening, or night. I will see you guys tomorrow, and until then, remember me, and I will remember you.